Gideon destroys the altar of Baal. Now it came to pass the same night that the Lord said to him, "Take your father's young bull, the second bull of 7 years old, and tear down the altar of Baal that your father has, and cut down the wooden image that stands beside it, and build an altar unto the Lord your God on this rock in the proper arrangement, and take the second bull and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood that you shall, from the image that you shall cut down." So Gideon took 10 men from among his servants and did as the Lord had said. But because he feared his father's household and the men of the city too much, he didn't do it by day, he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, there was the altar of Baal torn down, and the wooden image that stands beside it cut down, and the second bull being offered on the altar that had been built. And they said to one another, "Who has done this thing?" After they had asked and inquired, they said, "Gideon the son of Joash has done this thing." Then the men of the city said unto Joash, "Bring out your son that he may die, because he has torn down the altar of Baal and has cut down the wooden image that stands beside it." But Joash said to all who stood against him, "Would you plead for Baal? Would you save him? Let anyone who pleads for him be put to death by morning. If he is a god, let him plead for himself, because his altar has been torn down." Therefore, on that day, he called him Jerubbaal, saying, "Let Baal plead against him, because he has torn down his altar." Then all the Midianites and Amalekites and the people of the east gathered together, and they crossed over and encamped in the valley of Jezreel. But the Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon. Then he blew the trumpet, and the Abiezrites gathered behind him. And then he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also gathered behind him. He also sent messengers to Asher, to Zebulun, to Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. My story was taken from the book of Judges, chapter 6, from verse 25 to 35.